I can't just slide out too much. Every lecture slide. Every lecture slide is more than 700 messages. Hello, please, let me complete this. Every lecture slide is. Ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome you to the staff and students consultative meeting. I know some of us, this is our first time having such meetings. Before we start, we want to invite Ms. Jessica Beckham to dedicate the whole meeting to the hand of the Lord. Shall we welcome her?
Thank you for the privilege that I here. We pray for meeting in your prayer. Help us to make a meaningful discussion so at the end, all the objectives set for this meeting will be obtained. And we will give praise and thanks to your name. In Jesus' name,
Amen. Let's give it to her. At this juncture, I will take the opportunity to officially announce the dismissal of one of our students who happened to be one of our cherished students, along with 2 other students. So on this note, we will invite Mr. Asiebu to help us observe some memories for the past students.
Good morning. Please, shall we form your hands? With our beloved sister, so shall we all observe 1 minute silence for her to rest in perfect peace? May this so rest was on the ground. Amen.
Amen. We can't continue the program without introducing our lecturers who have been with us in 5 minutes. So we will take this moment and invite Ms. Esther Tomfer to do the introduction of the lecturers to us.
Thank you very much. Okay. Hi, good morning. All right, so when I mention the person's name, we quickly acknowledge with a round of applause. Is that okay? All right, and so with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, let's acknowledge Dr. Jonathan Kisi. All right, we have Dr. Gordon at the back. Let's give our very and also our very own Dr. Eden Nasi. And the man himself, Dr. Daniel and we have our HOD, our boss, Dr. Richard Oxley. And also we have our very beautiful, always our mother, Mrs. Akwa Adubo Adema, the administrator, and then we have our able Dr. Mr. Eric Mensah, the assistant administrator as well. Thank you so much. And also in the TA, please, we have Mr. Michael here. Let's give it up for him, please. And then Ms. Jessica, and then Ms. Isabel, I think Mr. Please stand out now. Mr. Ben is here. Mr. Prince, and then.
Thank you very much. Okay. So we are almost done with the part 1 of the meeting. We are zooming into the second part, where we are going to have the interactions. As the HOD said, the meeting is meant for us to have discussions on issues bothering us as students and how we can resolve them amicably. So at this point, we are going to have an interactive time. If you have any questions, we pass you the mic. Then you come up with your question, then we find answers for you. Better still, you can't speak into the mic and you want to write it down, you are allowed to do that. Then we read it out and find answers. So this moment is for interaction. I will need assistance to pass down the mic if anyone has a question. Please don't hesitate to ask your question. Any questions relating to your academics, social life, whatsoever, you can come out with it. This is the purpose of the meeting. So please let's do well together.
Something bothering you about your lectures?
Okay, thank you, sir. First of all, I would like to address my students and people that please ask your questions, please. Please ask your questions. I know you have a lot of questions to ask. So, sir, last year, we were here for the same program, and someone questioned why you're not bringing the medical stats at a particular semester. For instance, we do medical stats at level 100 second semester, versus medical stats 1. And when you get to level 300, you do the medical stats 2. So someone asks if criteria maybe they can do the two medical stats 1 and 2 at the same semester or in the same academic year. And I want to find out how far that process, if it's possible for current level 100 students to do that.
Yes. Any other questions? So we take 2 or 3, then we find answers to that, then we move on. If you have any questions based on because we can pass on so that we address that. Please, you are waiting.
Okay, so the question he asked about the medical statistics done second semester level 100 and then first semester level 300. The answer that was provided that day still holds. Remember the answer? Yes. Yeah. So we are reviewing the course structure, the curriculum, and then it's in the process. For the past 2 years, we've been working on that. And then the new curriculum that is coming, we ourselves identified the problem. So we decided to move it to an academic year. And I guess we will do it in first semester level 300 for introduction to medical statistics. Then medical statistics will be done second semester of level 300. But until the document is approved by GTEC, we are unable to start. The status quo will remain until that document is approved before we can start that one. So sorry, you will not benefit or you will not benefit from that. Those in level 300 now will not benefit. Those in level 100 now, you are likely to benefit if the approval comes before second semester. But if approval doesn't come, they will start the production.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope your question is answered. So, if you have in mind that you are going to benefit, now you know your son now. Okay. Any other questions? Do I have some questions on sheet of papers? Okay. Can you let's have it so that we read it out?
I'm surprised you are quiet. Some of you have been sending me messages regarding your registration and stuff like that. So I felt that this would be a right platform to ask those nagging questions, and then we put our heads together and see how best we can help you while you are quiet. If you have any question and you don't ask it, don't send me message. Send me, I'm not minding. Is that okay? Yeah. So I want you to ask those questions.
Right.
Let us, all of us here, and then we'll give the answers, and it covers everybody.
Thank you very much. I have one question here that I want us to, but I think it's in line with what Doc already answered. The person saying, I want to plead with the department to kindly revise or review some of the courses we do. And as Doc has rightly said, the review is under, the courses are still under review, so at that point, the review is approved. So the panelists are saying, which of the courses you want it to be reviewed? If you can give us a specific course that you want to be reviewed.
The content or take it out or bring new content.
I think it will better the person speaks to us through the mic or Esther, please open.
Two questions.
Okay.
Our first one is going to achieve and its administration. But recently, most of the hundreds and 200 that asked for exams, past questions, and resources and stuff like that. But in his manifesto, he said he provide these things. So since that is not in our job title, I want him to find a way and then get the resources to them if he's working on it. You said something about Telegram and it's not working. Is it working? No. Okay. Second, I also with the French. French 1, French 2.
Okay.
Please, I beg.
Okay.
Is there something you can do about it?
Okay. So you see, in 2 you have a question.
Yes. All right. Issue level 400 student. Please, my question is, when we get to level 400, we have two courses that we do. You have to choose one, and then you leave the other one. That is GIS and then project management. So I am suggesting if we can do the French for a semester, just one semester, and then we split those two courses into 2 semesters. So that we do the GIS first semester, and then we do the project management second semester, so that each and everyone can have knowledge about it. So I think it's all the way I important. That's my question. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Any other questions before we answer this question? Any additional questions? So we were all wondering with the French and other stuff, but you decided not to talk, right? I know you have issues. You really have issues, but you don't want to talk about them. Any other questions? Okay, so let's tackle the one that we have here. So a question was posed to the incumbent president about putting past questions. You said you're going to provide past questions and everything. It was part of your manifesto. Is that right? So they are asking you whether it is available or not.
Okay, thank you. For the past questions, facilities, but our departments, you don't have facilities. There are no facilities out there. What you can do is the physical teach previously. That's what we can do. Because as of Dr. Rob, don't get his passports anywhere. And then go read something else. You don't get his passports anywhere. And then for the Telegram, our TA apps, I think when you guys finish the first semester, this semester, I sent you guys something of last media platforms where the Telegram was part of it. The first presentation you have with you guys, you have the pictures on that platform. And it's only 40 people who subscribe to it. So if something like that, we put something there, you wouldn't see. So there are media platforms we have. So you guys should join, so you guys will know what is going on there. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Just wait for the question, but we take it like that, okay? Right. And we have the next question is about French courses. I don't know what they really wanted to know about the French. Maybe you want it to be combined, or you just do it one semester or something, or you just eradicate it or take it off. What is your concern about the French course? One semester, you do one semester.
Listen, friends, I think you need to understand why you are here. We are surrounded by francophone countries. The likelihood that you may work in one of the countries or in your facility, a francophone person may come and then will talk to you. He or she does not understand English. That's why we introduced French. And to reckon even 2 semesters is not enough for you to be able to speak French. The French you have, what is the title? Spoken French. At the end of the 2 semesters, how many of you are able to speak French? So I rather thought you'd be asking for more, rather than, because trust me, one semester you cannot speak the French. And if we reduce it to one semester, then we would have defeated the purpose for even bringing it. So as for reducing it to one semester, it is not possible. Again, the new curriculum that is coming up, we are introducing another course, sign language.
Don't go down.
Look, right now, allied health programs, the programs that are coming up now, sign language is part of it. Yesterday, I listened to the town hall meeting at Tamale, Joy News organized the town hall meeting. And then people were giving suggestions of what political parties to include in their manifesto. And this issue came up. The physically challenged people, visually impaired, deaf and dumb, their concern was that when they get to the facility, they cannot explain what is wrong with them because the medical officers there and healthcare professionals there don't even understand their language. So they don't understand. How would they treat them? So sign language is critical. And I dare say going forward, it may become a compulsory course for every student, especially allied health programs. It will be compulsory. So we are introducing that. But for the French, I will even say that you have to increase. So that by the time you finish the spoken French, you will speak the basic French for people to understand. I hope that's okay.
Are you okay?
If you have difficulty with the content, fine, we can deal with that. You can bring that because I don't go to your friend. None of my colleagues here go to your friend class. But we have the content there. We don't know what is taught in the class. If there are issues with regards to the instructions that are given to you in the lecture room, you may want to point them out. And then let's see how we can address it. If you have to talk to the French department, the lecturers who are teaching you, we want to do that. Even in my class, if you have issues with the way I teach you, you are free to voice it out. What will not countenance is that you want to attack, or you get up and then you make statements like this person should mind the way he talks. That one will not countenance. So don't be afraid.
Okay.
Don't be afraid of police here. Nobody will victimize you.
Okay.
I'll be happy if somebody can get up and then say, this particular topic, the way you taught us, it's like you were rushing. You didn't explain the point very well to us. I will note it. And going forward, I'll revise the way I give instructions on those. So please, be free to talk. Don't be intimidated because nobody. We are the ones who call you here to come and talk. So on what basis do we call you to come and talk? And when you talk, we'll victimize you. And we just want you to be simple in your
Or
talking,
transition.
the way you talk. There must be some kind of respect.
Okay.
If you do that, we'll be glad to change the way we operate for your betterment. Because if the way I teach, you are not comfortable with it, at the end of the day, you will suffer. Because at the end of the day, I will still send my questions. And you must answer them and pass. If you don't pass, you fail. And then you write again. I don't think you want that. So please, feel free to talk. Again, the promise he gave to you, it was political promise.
Yeah.
Because we all know, those in level 100, 300, you know that our department past questions are not available. Likely they don't have. Who will not give them? Who will not give them? So past questions, you will not see. If anybody comes to tell you that we'll get you past questions, that person is deceiving you. But he cannot get access to the past question. And if I see that he's having past questions in his hand, I will squeeze it, find out who gave it to him. For the department, our past questions don't go out. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So, I hope right now we have gotten answers to your questions. I know now we have gotten answers to your questions and everything. So do you still want the review of the curriculum to come as early as you wanted earlier, or you want it delayed? Now we have some couple of questions here. There's a last question that somebody asked about GIS and the project management. If you can, do something so that all the students will partake in GIS at the same time, project management. So that we do anything that you're supposed to choose one. So it's part of the review, so that is part of the review. It's already answered. I have two questions here, which is all geared towards the behavior of some course reps. If you feel our course reps are not working to our satisfaction, can we find a change? It's not specific. I don't know. But what I know is that if the course reps are not working to your satisfaction, because it's a class, you can channel it to maybe the general office or something, then you look at how to rectify stuff for you. Right.
Let me tell you that class reps are not fixed. They are there to satisfy the class. So if you feel that somebody's action not helping the class, you have to come together as a class. Decide. You have to decide. No lecturer will come and tell you. You decide and then you make a change. Then you inform the administration.
Alright, thank you. How you want. You're supposed to live up to expectations. So if you're not living up to the expectations, since you voted, you can still vote and change the person. Right. The next question I have here is the person is saying, I want to know if all the lecturers need to discuss the timetable for every semester because some lecturers only change their lecture days, which really disrupt our schedule. I want to plead with our dear lecturers to please work on that. So they have a concern about the changing of the lecture times and which disrupt their schedules. We want to know if the lecturers need to discuss the lecture time before the timetable, yeah, the lecture timetable. Yes, for the semester.
What we need to understand, lecturers are not only okay, they are not only teaching. There are other responsibilities they undertake. So the timetable is meant to secure the lecture chairman. But when a lecturer is not around, he can decide to vary time for the lecture theater, a meeting. The most important thing is that he has been able to fulfill all his lectures. Do you understand? So there are periods that the lecturer will not be there, there are periods that he will not have, based on other issues that he has to have. So it's not like we do not respect the timetable. No. If they are available, they will honor the time schedules on the timetable. And we always communicate with the course rep so that everyone can be present on the day that the lecturer will be available. Okay.
Thank you. So it's more intentional for the lecturers to keep the time and schedule.
And again, the changes we always do consultation. Listen, lectures UCC start 6:30 a.m. and ends at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Within that period, you can be engaged.
Thank you.
And that's why you are here. Within that period, you can be engaged. What is important is that we communicate that to you early enough. For example, if I have a letter with you, 6:30 in the morning, Monday morning, 6:30 in the morning, and I traveled the weekend, and I came to Cape Coast around 5:30. You don't expect me to come at 6:30. I will change the letter with you. So the previous night, I'm somewhere around Tamale now coming. I will tell the boss rep, I will not be able to meet you 6:30 tomorrow morning. So let's find another time and then meet. But take note, lectures is from 6:30 a.m. 8:30. For any reason, a lecturer brings another put his lecture outside that time. You may want to complain. But if it is within that time, and then he communicates with you, and then some of you agree, not all of you agree. Some of you agree. I don't think there should be a problem with that. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Take note of that. And that's why you are here. You came to UCC because you want to learn. 6:30 a.m. 8:30 p.m. Lecture time.
And also, we have an addition, blended teaching, using online or face to face. So, whichever way, even there are some class or lecture theater that are not big enough. Okay, a class size of level 100 or level 200. And you go to the LT block. Look at the lecture theater, so small, assigned to us. So, a lecturer can decide, based on that, okay, I'll do the online. You get it? If you're able to get a bigger lecture theater, that is okay. remove them. Okay, so we are really lucky that even if the lecturer will not be present, he or she can do the thing online, and you comfortably stay in your hostel and you participate in the lecture. Okay, so don't be worried about lecturers shifting their timetable outside the schedule timetable. Provided it's within 6:30 to what? To what? 8:30 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you very much, though. We have a question here. It says, from level 200, it says, please, the way programming is taught, some of us find it difficult to understand. I'm shocked about that. I don't know how the person.
So, I don't know what your challenge is. So, how is it taught that you do understand? Because we do it practical.
Yes.
And whatever I'm teaching, I make sure you run the code works. Even if you have issues, I come to help you. So, I don't know how. Maybe if you have a suggestion, how it should be taught, like I'll try and incorporate that.
I'm even wondering why, because I've been to class some couple of times with Dr. Kwanzaa, and the way the programming is taught, I don't know the reason I say how programming is. Yes. I don't know. I maybe it's an outlier, because the way programming is taught, as compared to our time, no, it's you people, you are lucky. Your own is better than our own. So you can say you have to, maybe if the person has to sit, maybe you have to sit and practice.
So I always tell you, programming is practice, practice, practice. Okay. So when you rely on only the things that we do in class, and you don't go back to practice, you won't be able to do it. So it's practice. Okay.
All right, thank you. So you have to practice it. There's another question here. Please, I think the supervision should be done at the beginning of the internship. This is because most of the HRs don't teach us what we are to learn, and it doesn't help us. So they are asking, they want the supervision of the internship program to start at the beginning, not at the end or in the middle of it, because they think most of the HRs don't teach them what they're supposed to learn. Yeah, so they think it should be at the beginning of the internship program.
Okay. With regards to this very question, what I want to say is, before we do the internship, we ask to the facility. We have some specific facilities that we want. And so, for instance, if you go and choose a chip center, right, by yourself, you go and choose a chip center, excuse me to say, or in quotes, maybe the health information officer over there is not to our standard. Let me just use that, right? The person is not to our standard. And so if you go there, the person starts teaching whatever is teaching you. You can't do anything about it. That is why we gave you the option, please, before the semester begins and before you go and find a facility, either a hospital, right? Sometimes we even don't like the DHMTs, the district health teams. Either a hospital or what, a polyclinic. And we do believe that the health information officers at that point are to our standard. Right? So we don't know where this question is coming from. But then, if you go and choose a facility, like a chip center, or a chip zone, a chip compound, or a health center, we can't do anything about it. And bear in mind, we are coming for the monitoring at least maybe once for the period. Because your distances are too far. From here to here, Tata results. Look at it. and you expect the supervisor to be there twice or how many times? It can be possible. We can only be there once if possible. That is what is on the table now. So that is why we gave you the chance. Please choose the facilities that we require you to choose. We normally speak to those people over the health information officers, and we know their standard. Again, the letters you take out, you stipulated what you are supposed to do in the letter. Right? So it's not like you are going to teach the person on the field, but what you will find in a nice way to communicate with the health information officer. Now, boss, please, I'm supposed to cover this content. Please, I'm using the word speak in a nice way. Don't go and instruct them that this and this and this is what they are teaching me. Find a nice way to tell the person, please, we have to cover this for this period. And if the person will be able to cover, we will tell you. If the person will be able to cover by then, we'll give it to another department. They also do the same thing. So please, this one, the onus lies on you to choose the facility that we have asked you to choose. In fact, if you go for these cheap zones and then you are not giving the right training on the field, I don't know what we can do about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope your question is answered. So you have to be circumspect in choosing the facility. And make sure that you liaise with the in charge there. That you talk whatever that you need to talk.
Just to add to what the intention, why we call it intention, is for you to explore. Okay. The content in the internship book or the logbook is to help you ask questions based on what you are expected to learn. You can't walk to a facility, and because they have put you at the record session, performing day-to-day responsibilities, such as registering patients, and probably assigning patients to the various clinics. And we know that those duties will take you the most part of the day, up to probably 1 p.m. After 1 p.m., even the one who is supposed to help you know certain things might not even be available. Sometimes they close by 2. And you are also probably expected to close by 2. But we are there to learn. If they close at 2, it doesn't mean that you should also close at 2. You get it? What you are being taught runs through all the departments, from health information, accounts, health insurance, the wards, even to laundry, if they have laundry within the facility. Mortuary is also there. Because what state is being applied at the mortuary also. But you will not find a student going to mortuary to understand what happens at the mortuary. They will not. But I can tell you, almost every hospital, mortuary contributes about 70% of the internally generated costs. So it tells you there's so much money coming from that angle. But we don't know to see what happens there. So it is your duty, okay, to ask questions based on the content of your logbook. The person sitting there is not in the classroom with you. Say, I'm going to teach you how to do ABC. They have the routine thing they be doing every day. And that is what you will learn. But if you don't ask questions, the person will not expose you to the other things. So if you have really go to another department, you are supposed to what? Ask them to help you get to that department. Not during the time that you have been assigned that particular department, but also just go and learn what happens in that department. So that by the time you complete your 6 weeks of internship, you at least know exactly what goes on in almost every department. You don't go to a facility, just pin your authority at one particular place, hoping that open your head and then put everything in it for you. It won't happen. They don't even have the time. By the time the day is over, they are exhausted and they are gone. If you don't open your eyes and be more dedicated, focused, You will never, never learn anything from mistakes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rob. We have another question here. It has been very stated in the academic calendar that lectures end on 22nd March, yet some lectures have extended their class beyond the date. Is it a question or is it a statement? So,
Honestly, I don't understand why you are writing. The microphones are there. Take a talk. Who are you afraid of? Look, we are training you to be able to speak in public. This is a good podium for you to do that. Let's stop the writing. Raise up your hand and talk. If you are afraid, don't write. Don't talk. Let's it out. Let's do it out.
okay, so the question, yeah, okay.
Hello? Okay, so please, my purpose suggestion. I would like to suggest that the internship should be 2 months. The internship duration, it should be increased to at least 2 months, like 8 weeks. Yes, that's my suggestion. It's a suggestion, please. And then also, regularly required very small completing our leave the rest of the school. What are some of the courses that I can come here and pursue as my masters?
Any other question or okay, I have a question. But Lord, please permit me to read because we have a lot of written questions here. So maybe it might be some questions we should have. So the one here is somebody is asking that it's stated categorically in the academic calendar that lectures are supposed to end on 22nd March, but some of the lectures have extended their class. 22nd.
It's for your own good that has happened. Oh, that's a mistake. So, with a university, once you have been given the outline,
It is considered taught.
by you taking through the outline, it means that whatever is in the outline, whether it is taught or not,
Covered it.
could be like you could be examined on that. So, if you want us to end, we can end. Like today, we say lectures have ended. But questions have already been moderated and accepted, as I told you yesterday. So, if we don't treat it, you will still be examined on it. Okay, so it's for your own good. We are just sacrificing. You can just decide that. I have been telling you that I schooled in this same university, and even at KNU, some lecturers, you meet them 3 times in a semester, and they will examine you on whatever they have provided in the course outline, and you don't have any excuse. You have to answer them. But here we are sacrificing so much for you. Is that the lectures are supposed to end when?
22nd.
What is today's date? Does that person knows today's date? So you see, that is the problem. The question says that lectures is supposed to end 22nd, and some lectures are still teaching. You know what today is 21st? Huh? What is the sense?
But the deadline is not yet, so
Listen,
how do you define your
that
extension?
lecture has not even come to class. Today, if today was 26th, and then you say lectures were supposed to end 22nd, and some lectures have extended it, then you'll be making sense. But today is 21st. It doesn't matter. Listen, I keep telling you. Listen, I keep telling you that. Listen, I keep telling you that. For me, there's nothing called revision week. Nothing is revision week. If you are a student and you want to wait till the time that the university gives as revision week, you will fail. The first lecture you have at the beginning of the semester, that day you start revising. Start revising. So if I'm a lecturer and I haven't finished my coursework, and then there is revision week, I should say university says that thing is just a guide. It's just a guide. And don't put it in your mind that lectures is supposed to end and then lectures must stop coming. It will not happen today. It will not happen tomorrow. Provided I have not finished my syllabus, I will call you to teach. And if you like, don't come. Then I will stop. That issue will not come with you. I told you that you left your homes, come here. Not because this place is so beautiful and you want to be here. You are here to learn. You are here to learn. For example, in this meeting, we said that we are closing at 10 o'clock. And at 10, people still have issues. We say because we say we are closing at 10, and people still have issues. We should leave this and then go. No. The time we gave is just to guide us. But if there are still issues, we allow sometimes to deal with it. So please, I have finished. Lecturers who haven't finished, next week, they will come and then teach you. If you like, come. If you like, stay there. Lectures is not by force. If you like, don't come. But anything that happens in the lecture room, you have yourself to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We thank you for this important meeting that we just had, and we want to ask the just ended meeting students some focus and perceptions and experience with the health information management consultative meeting they just had in there. So hello Sarah, please, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Right, okay, so you're welcome to our media channel.
Okay, thank you very much.
Please, which level are you?
I'm in level 200.
Interesting times ahead. We have a few questions to ask you. Our first question is, you see, for this meeting, what were your expectations? Were your expectations met, or were there any other important things that you were expecting that didn't appear here?
Oh, I think my expectations were met because one thing that was bothering my mind was about the registration of courses. And I think they've really explained it very well. And then about the licensure exams too, I think they did justice to it. At least now we know the way forward about things. So.
Right. Okay. Thank you. So we have one funny question, and then the question is, if you were in charge of health information management, what would be the first thing you would change in HIM if you are supposed to be the manager of health information management? Yeah, what would you change?
Actually, I would say our leaders are doing very well. They are doing very well, but I think if I were to be the leader of that, I would um, encourage others, like talk to those outside SHS people about their course, because it's like a lot of people don't know about the course, the HIM this one program. So we just maybe if I were to be the leader, I will sell it out to people to know much about it so that they can find interest in it and then and pursue it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Sarah. Hello, my name is Joe. How about you?
Yeah, I'm Kingsley.
Kingsley. Which level?
Level 100.
All right, Kingsley. I have a few questions to ask you concerning the meeting. What were your expectations during the meeting?
For a lot of my expectations, I have a lot, concerning most of the basic questions.
Okay,
which
can you
will be
please
asked.
spell some out?
Yeah, one about the internship. Yeah, most of I wanted to ask the question, but I think someone answered it earlier on concerning most of the private hospitals in Ghana. You see, they don't normally employ the health informatics. Okay, so I was asking whether maybe when you're a new graduate student and you're going for an internship, and you see, most of the time is when you go there, you don't normally find health informatics degree graduates over there. So what are the expectations we are going to face, the challenge we are going to face over there? That's all that I asked though, but I think Dr. Rob made it clear that since you are a graduate student, you can still make it up there. Depending on the challenges or whatever, you can still make it up there. So, though I have high expectations, but I think it was cool. It was okay.
So I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
So when we talk of HIM, when you had the opportunity to come and read HIM, what were the impressions?
Oh, for me, it was a friend, a colleague who helped me. I had no idea about HIM. I actually made a lot of research concerning HIM, and I think it was cool for me, like an inspiration.
So how has those impressions changed so far?
Oh, about me, like getting to know a lot of things about the environment, about humans, about research, a whole lot, a whole lot.
So do you think this HIM is a rewarding field in the allied health science?
Yeah, it's one of the best program, because without informatics, I think it's very impossible to access humans, or even get to know basic things about humans. I mean, about the health, a lot of things. So it's most important I think program in the allied health sector. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think are some of the biggest opportunities after this degree of health science?
Oh, for me, for according to my research, health informatics doesn't just with only the hospitals. It's a broad topic. It's a really broad topic. A broad what a program. So there are a lot of opportunities out there. You don't basically have to work in the health sectors, but you can also move across any other institutions you want, like the pharmaceutical sectors, industrial sectors, a lot, a lot.
Thank you for your time.
Oh,
We have here with us, please, what's your name?
Kehinde Rabia Tilawa,
Okay, Rabia, to please, which level are you in?
level 100.
Interesting, level 100. Okay, so we want to focus on you guys especially, and then your perceptions and experience with health information management so far. So we want to know, right now you are here, what was your first impression about health information management before you came here? So we really want to know.
My first impression was like, oh, like the course was, they said that the course was really good. Like after school, you get a job to do. Like information is the, since they said health information management, information is the bedrock of everything before, like if there is no information, like you can't get access to anything that you will do. So I think it's an interesting
Right.
course.
Okay. So right now we want to really see that was all your expectations met when you had the meeting with the administration. Were you expecting them to say something that they didn't say, or were there some questions you wanted to ask but you were shy or scared of them to ask something?
Oh no, like the question I wanted to ask, like I thought one of my our seniors asked about the clinicals, extending of
The
the,
internship, right?
yeah, extending of the time. Instead of, like I think they should let us start the internship in the beginning of the year, not at the level 300 stage, because sometimes no, it becomes hard when you get to the level 300, because there will be a lot of things that we have to be doing. So if we start at the beginning, getting to our final year, like it will be easy for us.
Right. Okay. So my last question for you is, um, if you are in charge of health information management, if you are supposed to be the HUD of health information management here, what would be one thing you would change about health information? What would be one thing you would change? So far, your level 100 first semester, the things you've seen, what will you change about health information management if you are supposed to be given the opportunity to be the manager?
I will let I will let them do more practical work than the theory, because the theory, if you focus on the theory only, yeah, like you won't get anything about the course, because you thought it's only about reading.
Yes, okay.
Hello, my name is Joe. Please, what's your name?
I'm Sharif Adam Sifat.
All right, Sherry, which level?
Level 300.
Level 20. Okay, nice meeting you, Sherry. Okay, so I want to ask a few questions about the meeting. Were your expectations met during the meeting?
Actually, I came late. sort of one or two stuff I came with. But what I came to meet, the questions they asked and how the lecturers answered them, I'm okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I want to ask a few questions about this health information management program. So what triggered you to come and read this health information management program in the University of Cape?
Actually, I didn't have any knowledge about health information management. Despite my mom being a health information manager at Sugun Government Hospital, she came to school here, did the health information here and completed. So in essence, I was planning on doing pharmacy or physician assistant, but she chose it for me. I didn't have any plan of coming to UCC. So, but when I came here, everything is good because of the administrative work and whatever. I like writing, I like reading and all this stuff. So administrative work, okay with it.
You had a program, you came here. So what was your first impressions about this program and how these impressions have changed?
My impression about the program was I wanted to know what it was about. Like I wanted to know, so I availed myself to learn everything. So in the first days of my level 100 days, I was very eager to know what the program was about. And going forward, I like it.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, I also have another question for you. So, how do you think the public understand this whole health information program?
Actually, for me, most of the people don't know about health information. So I think the association need to do something about, because someone asked you where was the HIM, health information. You know, see
Recently, yeah, someone asked me, and I was like, I'm doing HIM. I said, what's HIM? He doesn't know what HIM is.
We need to go on outreaches, doing programs and all this stuff for the name of the association to go out there.
Okay. And do you think this HIM is a growing field?
Yeah, it is a growing field because I remember in 2021, before those State of the Nation address, he mentioned that he would introduce the lightweight health information system. That is in our field. That's the health information management. So I think going forward, we will see better things.
Okay, so
it's
what
a
are
new
some?
field
Okay.
that has been developed.
So, what are some of the opportunities after reading this degree? What are some of the rewarding opportunities you get?
So HIM itself is a very versatile course, very broad course where it contains management, health, programming, everything you need to know about the health.
So it's the combination of technology and health.
Combination of technology, business, and healthcare.
Oh, okay.
It's 3 in 1.
Okay. So I want to ask you last question. So if you were in charge of a health information system in a hospital, what is your first change, or what will you change in that hospital?
So right now the problem of the paper-based system in the hospitals are worsening cases. People coming to the hospital looking for their records, workers climbing on cardboard looking for folders. So if I were in charge of the hospital, I would push very hard for us to have an EHR system that would help in doing everything easy.
Okay, Mr. Sherry, thank you very much.